guys, looks like I'm gonna hit 1,000 subscribers and hit my goal. So thank you, anybody hit the like button that supports me, leaves a comment. It doesn't go unnoticed. You guys are awesome. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. And we're gonna go over some hands. I just wanted to like give you hands to show you that poker is still very much alive. There's so much donkey play here. Actually, I just picked a bunch of hands that I don't even know. Let's go over them, but I just think poker is definitely still alive. So, especially tournaments, low stakes tournaments, guys. I mean, I don't know. This must have been a sit and go or some sort because I can just tell by the chip stacks and two limps. I don't mind. I don't mind jamming here. Well, we didn't expect that, but there must be a reason why I picked this hand. I mean, you got guys calling off basically with ace eight offsuit. You know what I mean? Calling it all in. So that's good, guys. That's good. You mark him. If I wanted, I'd put the HUD up right now. I should mark him technically. I really should. I mean, calling that's not a good call. All right, guys. Don't be this guy. And I don't even be this guy. But I just took advantage of two limps. I'll shove ace jack because ace jack offsuit should be crushing that limping range. All right. Yeah, poker is still alive, guys. What is this? I mean, we got some weird hands, so you can't judge. This is another, I think, sit and go, possibly. I'll play the limping game. You want me to play the limping game? I'll limp this shitty hand on the button, which you shouldn't, this should never, it shouldn't be in your range. Let's just put it like that. But for some reason, we played it. Check, check, check. We have nothing. Now we have a flush draw. Check, check, check. So guys, nobody has a jack, nobody has a 10. I can't say player pool always bets flushes. They don't. So I mean, backdoor. I don't know, but I mean, check, check, and you know what? I probably should bluff here because I have nothing. But no, look at the pot, dude. No, I'm not gonna bluff. Look at the pot. Nobody's put $1 in this pot. There's no reason, dude. We're definitely not gonna win because the low stakes, dude. They're pretty 9-8. Why aren't you betting, dude? You know what I mean? I don't even get that. You have 9 high, but you have a super draw on the flop. I'll never understand people in the low stakes. And 7-4 offsuit is becoming a very, very powerful hand pre-flop. So definitely understand that limp. You know what I mean? Don't want to miss the 7-4 because you definitely could have hit it straight, like 3% of the time. And sometimes you'll flop trip sevens. And all right, guys, I'm busting balls here. You know what I mean? Low stakes, baby. Micro stakes. Ooh, you'll be like, why'd you fold that? Well, this is a final table of a sit and go of like a 6 or I don't know, maybe I think a $6 sit and go. So we're playing for like $70. So ace 10 honestly should just I try to take some of the shittier cards that I normally would play. Now we're in ICM territory, like king jack offsuit, ace 10 offsuit, like those hands to me just start to hit the muck more because we are playing for like money now. The irony of this is though we probably should have this time opened it. You know what I mean? And we got a guy leading out into him, but again, when you're at a final table, you got to make some decisions, and I think like under the gun, it's hard to really defend ace 10 offsuit. That's my reasoning. So, and then we'll go over a couple more. This poker is alive still. Trust me, guys. Right, we have ace 2 suited in the big blind. You could raise this if you want. You could, make this 7, 8, 9,000, or you could call. It's either way. You check, we get a C bet. What could he be C betting? You could be saying, an ace, pocket tens, flush draws. Yeah, pocket pairs and ace, X heavy, and shouldn't really be betting a 9, but Queen 9, Jack 9, Ace 9, 9 8. There's so many nines, so whatever. Definitely have a 9. 10 pops off. He tens are definitely in his range. Again, fires out, small bets. These small little bets, 30% on the turn. Usually on the turn, you kind of want to go bigger. I see a lot of people do these like 30%. It's almost like they're trying to buy a flush draw. That's how I interpret it sometimes. And, well, if that's the case, then he just hit his flush draw. Check, check. I mean, is this an open from the button? Ugh. No, not really. But you can. I mean, you can. But it would really be like the dirtiest bottom of your range, and it really shouldn't be open. I'm going to say it, but say you do open this. And, you know, I don't know. Do we fault him? Let's just look. He's trying to bluff. Okay. 10 hits. Does he have. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think he's like bluffing his whole stack away on just nonsense. What did it? Because again, he had what? 6, 8, 4. He should have like checked maybe, and then like maybe he could have caught a card like to give him some equity. But he's just totally. I mean, yeah, he had what, a 7. So he could have hit a 7, got a straight. I don't know. I'm not gonna fault the guy. It's just weird. I see weird plays, guys. This is why I'm bringing this up. So, what happens here, dude? We have the ultimate worst hand in the world in low stakes because they usually get beat by some crappy hand. All we get is the big blind to call. So unfortunate, dude. Look at the chip count. I mean, so we have aces and we have a huge chip lead over. This was probably a sit and go. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Sit and go. And probably a final table of a sit and go. And we probably won. So what do you do here? There's not much to say, dude. We calling. I mean, but what is he calling from the big blind? See, to me, he just punted, and you know what I mean. I don't know. I know he had an open end straight, but it's in an overcard, and so maybe you just fold. You know. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know if I'd call. Maybe I just pure jam it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm giving you a hand, showing you that low stakes, still alive, still a lot of donkey plays. I make them too, guys. So don't think. I don't know why we have aces a bunch of times because there's not much to talk about with aces, or maybe what they call with. Dude. Oh, we bet like that because I mean, he pretty much was going to call, right? The pot was 22. He had 16. I just said, you know what I mean? He has to call this. Like, he does. Right, we lose to a jack. We lose to pocket nines. We lose to pocket sixes. We lose to a flush. We lose to a lot of stuff. Oh, all right, pocket fours. Good for him, man. Good for him. But it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't play it that way, man. Let's see. I mean, the blinds are four. I mean, he should just pure jam this. Like, this should just be. I tell people, small blind, you're jamming pocket pairs, Okay, don't do this. Don't do this, because it's like, and then what? You miss. Say you didn't hit the 4, and it was like Jack 10, whatever 6. I bet he has to fold, right? I mean, you can't continue with like bottom for your tournament life. The better play would have been just to jam, and he still has some fold equity in a way. We could get some people. I mean, does he have fold equity? Kind of, not really. No, it doesn't matter, guys. Jam pocket pairs from the small blind in tournaments when you're, low, when you're fucking 20 big blood. You know what I mean? You got to shove this. You don't call and try to set mine. This is just pure luck that he hit that. You know what I mean? can't be mad at it. It's just I don't like the way he played it. It was different. Why do we have King 5 here? Oh, we're in the big blind. Limp. I'll just check it, you know. So we have King Shitty Kicker. Guy C bets pretty decent. I mean, I don't think there's much here to do but to call. I don't see no reason to raise. 7 hits. I see no 2 pair. Like, yeah, maybe King 7 suited, but there's only 3 other combos of that. So, bets again. So, I mean, it's probably very, I would think King heavy, you know, maybe Queens or Jacks, but you would think they would check the turn because I called the bet. So, to me, betting twice really more, you know, King heavy, maybe pocket threes. We have no choice but to call, and we check, and he checks. It's just board really is like I said. There's really no 2 pair. Like yeah, I guess me personally, I could have like King 7, King 9, 7 9, um, 2 3 suited stuff like that. Uh, but I'm showing you mistake. Like he should go for value. Like I don't know why he stopped betting. I never raised. I was just calling. It was like so. There's a difference between calling and raising in poker. Calling's usually just like kind of a weak move. It's not, you know, like so I this is close to being a 3 street value hand, but to me, I think it is. I just think personally, I would have bet. I don't care. I would just say I would have bet the same amount as him. He's betting pot. Maybe that's what scared him because he bet pot, and I still called. I mean, but dude, does he think I have ace king? I would have. Dude. This is my hand reading, and I tried showing you hands, guys. Like he should be like, okay, that 9 comes. That changes nothing. I'm going to bet again. I'm going to bet 9,000 again. You know, I'm going to pot it again, or I'm going to make it 12,000, and I don't care because that's what I'm going to do. But no, he doesn't. So I'm saying. I'm just showing you mistakes, and he would have put me in a weird spot because I'd be like, this guy has to have a better king. I probably could prime the fold, maybe, but then again, he could have stacked me. So I just think he missed value there. So yeah, low stakes alive, guys. Um, Micro stakes tournaments, especially. We have Queen Jack suited, pretty hand, and we call, and we have a gut shot, 2 overcards. We definitely wish we had the clubs, but we don't. We check. He bets really tiny. I mean, in theory, you probably should just throw in a check raise here because what 9s and 8s does he really have? Not much, right? He raised from under the gun, kind of. No, did he? Well, all right. He has a little more 9x and 8x than I thought, but still more. Think more high cards. This is a good check raise just because you know we have 2 overcards and we have a 10 gives us the nuts. So take advantage of hands like this. Don't just call, you know, like me. You should check raise this hand. But there's a reason why I'm showing you this hand. And now he just says, you know what? I'm going to rip it. That's a big bet, dude. And he shows me the cards. Like, I can't call this bet. Like, but if he bet like 2,000, I think I could have called one more and you know, hit a jack, hit a queen, hit a 10. I'm saying this guy probably missed value, in my opinion. And when you see his hand, you're going to go, yeah, I think the low stakes is alive. Gladly showed a set of 8s on this board, dude. Like, I think people get nervous with like draws coming in and shit, so they just fucking throw all their money in there, dude. They're like, that's it. They like, or they just, they don't think. They're like, set eights, all in. Like, instead of thinking, how can I get value from 9x? He's calling my bet. Does he have a 9 or whatever? You know what I mean? Whatever he puts me on, how can I get value? And he has a great hand, and he just, you know what I mean? What do you get a set like one out of 10 times, basically one out one out of 9 times, and then you just fucking bet like this, and then just waste all that value. It took so many hands to get that set and properly set mine, and you get it, and then you just do this. Should be just fucking thrown into the poker purgatory, bro. Can't do this stuff, guys. You have to call, and you can't be afraid of flush draws and draws coming in, dude. It's just, that's your brain. That's crazy. I used to be like that. I'd be like, goddamn fucker, and then 2 cards of flush, and then the flush came, the river would be like a flush card. I'd be like, oh yeah, they have a flush. Of course they do. And then you study poker and learn it, and you're like, yeah, flushes don't happen as often as you think. So just showing you guys that's not what you want to do with a set of eights. And what is this weird hand? Oh, I already showed you this hand. So cool. Fucking study time's over. Low stakes poker tournament are live. Thank you guys again for all the support. Very happy to hit 1K. I think I'm going to try to help some people. Anybody need their database, cleaned out or whatever? Look for leaks. Hit me up. Leave a comment, and I'll help you. All right. Thank you guys.